welcome back to Food for Thought. Thank you for joining us again. Today we're joined by Sue Wagner, who is here at the agency. Sue, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do here?
Wow. Okay, I'd be
Just
happy
start
to.
right at the beginning.
Thanks, Bud. I am a project manager for employment and training programs here at Community Action. So I've been here for almost 26 years, and I went from teaching and training students, adults, to now managing the programs where we offer training, adult ed classes, computer classes, and our financial opportunity center that helps with advancing folks into employment and beyond. So It's employment and training.
That's great. That's it's a great area in the agency where you can get trained for a position, helps you get back on your feet, and helps you find a job. And then once you have that job, it can teach you how to budget your money a little bit.
Exactly.
So, and you've been here for, you said 26 years?
It'll be 26 years in September.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. And out of those 26 years, 12 of them have been a focus on the nurse aid training program.
Okay.
And so that is my baby now. And what you just said about getting folks to recognize that training is important to advance your income, to take care of your family, to find a career path, that's what we do. So the folks coming into our program are able to take a nurse aid training program that's a short 7 weeks. They earn a credential from our school that allows them to sit for state certification. And that passing allows them to work as a CNA. And I've seen folks grow in no income to $20 an hour, to working as an aide making $14 or $15 an hour, and now working $20, $22 an hour. So yeah, it's quite a leap and a growth.
That's
and
great.
We help them through that.
Yeah, I think that's such an important aspect. One of the biggest problems is people who can't find a job or don't have the experience to get the type of career they want. While we're talking, we're going to get started today. We're making tortellini Alfredo. Alfredo is one of those things that I think everyone loves. It's not very healthy for you. It's cardiologist's worst nightmare, but it's delicious. But I think a lot of people are afraid to make it at home, and it's so simple to do. So we'll show you how to do that today. We're going to make the Americanized version. If you have this in Italy, it's going to be Parmesan cheese and the starch water out of the noodles, where all the starches break down into the water. But we're going to use butter and heavy cream and make it even worse for us. So we're going to start off with a stick and a half of butter in the pot. And while Alfredo isn't supposed to have any or many spices, it's not supposed to have garlic, it's just supposed to be a cream and butter sauce, we're going to add a little bit of garlic to it. Not much.
How much is a little?
Very little, like quarter teaspoon.
There you go.
So just, like I said, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. And then a key to Alfredo is white pepper, which is very hard to find. I had to go to 2 stores to find it, actually. And just a little bit of white pepper. We're going to put this on very low heat and let the butter start to melt before we add the cream and the cheese.
The CNA program is, and it stands for Certified Nurse Aide. Certified meaning it is a program that is approved by the state of Pennsylvania. They have a curriculum that we follow. The students have competencies they have to learn. And if they work through the course and earn that certificate, they move towards certified nursing assistant job duties. They learn how to assist residents safely, how to assist them with compassion. They practice daily living skills, so it's a question of learning how to safely and comfortably help someone get out of bed in the morning, get dressed, get showered, toileted, ready for meals. They learn the focus is to allow the residents to be as independent as they can be, and then you be there as the assist when necessary.
When
so they are constantly with the residents, working them through these things. We have an ample classroom full of hospital beds, mannequins, supplies, equipment. So they're using wheelchairs and walkers and lifts and
So it's a very hands-on learning experience.
very
It's
hands-on.
lets you know what you're going to be doing day to day.
The kind of course it is that they have instruction for many of the hours, but for just as many of the hours they are doing hands-on skills in the lab.
Okay.
And then that is the next step to go out to a long-term care facility where they get to practice in the field with healthcare workers and residents in care. And so they move with more and more and more confidence through each one of these things, learning how to control infection, how to do basic skills like taking blood pressures and all the vital signs, recognizing when something's normal and when it's not, and being observant to the things that are going on around them. So all of that work in 7 weeks goes so fast, and before you know it, they're ready to go.
That's great. And I don't know about anyone else out there, but that's the way I would like to learn. Sitting in a classroom and just listening for 4, 6, 8 hours a day isn't me, but hands-on learning that way I think would be great. We're going to take a real quick break, and when we come back, we're going to start to build the sauce for the Alfredo. Welcome back to Food for Thought here at Fayette County Community Action. I'm Bud. I'm the pseudo chef. I'm more of a light cook than a chef. And we're here with Sue Wagner today, and she's telling us a little bit about her CNA program. And we talked a little bit about it earlier and the things that they do and the way that they learn. Now, thinking about it on the break, is this a good jumping point if someone wanted to become an LPN or an RN? I mean, it sounds like the same kind of idea.
Definitely. When I interview folks in the beginning and ask them why they chose a CNA program, I hear that they've always had some effort of taking care of others and want to continue to do that. And their goal is to become a nurse someday. So throughout the course, we provide career advancement information, what's next after becoming a CNA, what schools are out there. I encourage them to do some exploration. We talk about how this is a great job, even as a part-time job, that can support you while you're going to school, because nursing will be full-time.
Yes.
So a lot of the folks that have graduated, in all the years that I have been there, I hear again and again and again, our graduates have gone on and are continuing to go on.
That's great.
LPN, RN, and beyond.
That's great. We have our butter, garlic, and white pepper melted down here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Now we're gonna slowly start to add the heavy whipping cream. The ratio is basically a 1 pint to every stick of butter. So I have a stick and a half of butter in here. I'm gonna add roughly 2 pints of heavy whipping cream to it. These are real accurate measurements here.
That's good math skills, bud.
See that? I'm just happy it was right.
I'm a math teacher, I appreciate it. Nice.
So we're gonna whisk this together. You don't want the heat very high on this. You wanna keep it rather low so that you don't curdle or scorch the cream, because that would not be good. So do you actively help the people who earn their certificate with job searches and finding jobs?
Yes. As a private licensed school, we're not allowed to say we guarantee employment, and they're constantly from the state making sure we say that. Schools are not allowed to say that, but Community Action's mission will always be to help people towards self-sufficiency. So it is a big focus of ours to make sure that they have a resume that shows their strengths, that they have the ability to do a decent, if not better than decent interview to get a job. We line up application work with them. We talk with human resource departments at the local facilities that are hiring to encourage our folks and encourage the employers. We have great partnerships with our employers. So everyone coming out of our program, it's my business to make sure that they have options, that they're applying. If they need something to continue with an onboarding, that we can provide if we can, and then I get that verified, because then those folks are positively exited from our program and we continue to follow up with whatever needs they may have.
That's great, and it gives you that little bit of satisfaction knowing that they went all the way through from
Right.
sitting down and talking with you in the beginning about this is something they may like to do to now they have a life-sustaining career.
Right.
You
Right.
know, that's great. And again, we touched briefly on what the classroom looks like, and that it's some class time, but it's also a lot of hands-on. Those are here on campus, correct? It's across the
Yes.
street.
Our classes
So-
are located here at Community Action's Family Service Center on Beeson Avenue. Up on the second floor, we have a large CNA classroom that's outfitted with everything that the state requires. Our folks who apply for the course, because it is a course offered through a private licensed school through Community Action, we have a cost for training, but we have partners who will help us with tuition assistance. And one of
Okay.
them is the Westmoreland Fayette Workforce Investment Board. And they have historically supported out-of-school youth ages 18 to 24 because that population needs the help getting the extra training in order to find a job that will be self-sustaining down the road. So folks that are in between those ages 18 and 24 can talk to me about whether they're able to receive that assistance. And in the past, we've also been very blessed to have scholarships donated through Community Action because we go out showing the good outcomes, the successes, the transitions into employment, the advances into post-secondary, and we're able to receive some scholarships through the Community Foundation of Fayette County, our partnership with Fay Penn Economic Development, and even some private donors. So I think everyone buys into the fact that it's important to help folks get the training they need to go on. And short-term training can lead to a very quick change in your life. We're very proud to continue to run it.
That's great. Normally, I would freshly grate all the cheese, but the products they're coming out with, this isn't like the shaky cheese you buy next to the spaghetti sauce in the store. It does come out of the refrigeration aisle. It is fresh ground, finely grated, freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You will need at least one of these containers in there, but it is to taste how much you want to add. I prefer mine a little bit sharper, so I tend to add more. And you need to add it slowly or it'll just clump in the bottom of the pot. So now tell us a little bit about the financial side of it you were talking about as far as what that helps them achieve, or in this area especially, $20 an hour is a really good paying job. And we can help them manage that money so that it goes a lot further.
Yes. We at Community Action have a program that is the Financial Opportunity Center. It's been here for 5 or 6 years, maybe more than that. And it's designed to offer anyone a chance to sit down and look at where they are financially, what they're doing with their income. Our coach does some advising, does some budget counseling, lets them work on their personal financial goals. So when the folks come in for nurse aid training, we ask for information so that they can begin to plan what they're going to do with a growing income. We have some wonderful tools that we can use to help them see realistically what's going to happen in the next 9 to 10 weeks in their income, and how wisely are they going to be using that. Do they have goals to buy another car, buy a car? Do they have goals to pay down some bills? Do they have goals to save for an emergency or a vacation even? And it's probably one of the first times we've had that discussion, or they've had that discussion with anyone realistically, especially the young youth.
So it is truly life-changing to go from, how am I going to pay my bills to where am I going to take a vacation this year?
And when they see that this income will help them do those things, it is extremely rewarding, and they grow more and more confident and secure and proud of themselves. And that's why I think things continue for them. It's an amazing success for them.
Yeah. That's great. In your 26 years here. That's been your focus all 26 years, is just job training and job placement.
I have been a teacher, and when I came to Community Action, it's a rather interesting story, but when I graduated college, my counselor said, hey, there's a GED teacher needed in Uniontown. And I said, hey, this is an elementary certification with psychology degree. I think I can work in the schools. I've already got a few applications in. I taught for a short time, stopped and had my children, raised them, went back to work, and the job that opened up was teaching GED classes in Uniontown, and that was 25 years later.
And here you are.
So that told me this was going to be a lifelong passion then, from that moment on. So I'm not surprised I'm still here 26 years. I have been teaching a variety of things and watching adults and youth grow. And I really do enjoy it.
That's great. Well, I will tell you, I've only been here, it'll be a year next week or the week after. I have not been with FCCAA that long, but one of the things that made me comfortable coming into the role is, as a project manager, we had to go meet every other project manager. And meeting Sue Wagner and seeing what she did, honestly, made me comfortable about coming here and doing this, because I've never met anyone as passionate about it, what they do as you are, Sue, and that's great.
Thank you.
So.
I appreciate hearing that. I don't think that it's ever going to go away. They could say, go down the street and teach this group of people to do
whatever.
It's always been a blessing. It's always been a real passion. When we no longer offered adult education through funding with the state changing, I was teaching adults how to work, and that was just as joyful. And so we had people come up here in the kitchen and learn how to clean up, learn how to pack, learn how to assist with Meals on Wheels. We taught folks how to become janitor assistants in all the buildings. We taught folks how to work the food bank, packing and unpacking trucks, getting ready for pantries. We had folks who were trained to be office assistants, who would help out in the programs to put files together at the beginning of the year, do shredding if necessary. And so we focused on learning to do a skill, pleasing the employer, whatever the employer wants, working well with others, and being here on time. 3 things.
Being here on time.
So it was a great joy, even though it didn't feel like I was teaching a group of students anymore. I really was continuing to do that.
That's great. You can make any type of pasta you want with this. I prefer tortellini. It's a lot easier to get on a fork than trying to twirl the big long fettuccine noodles. I prefer the fresh pasta over the dried stuff, but any will work. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in the water. This doesn't take very long because it is fresh. Less than 5 minutes it'll be ready. So I'm gonna dump this in here. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we should be ready to put it all together. We are adding a little bit of the tortellini to just the plain Alfredo sauce. This one, however, this sauce, we are going to add some lump crab meat. You can add chicken, shrimp. Lagostino is one of my favorites to add to it. But today we're gonna go with some lump crab meat. Well, we're gonna add it to the inside as well of the stove. And we might as well put it all in, right?
There you go. Excellent. Got it?
And we're gonna let this heat up just a little bit. That's a lot of crab meat. That's all right. The pasta's all done. With this fresh pasta, let's see if I can get one on there. It's real easy. You just want to let it boil till it starts to float. It's starting to get a little sticky in there. And it's tender. The cheese will be melted inside. Running out of utensils here. Like I said, we're just gonna let this heat up a little bit. We're gonna add it to the tortellini. We'll mix it in the pot and then we'll serve it.
Okay.
So, Sue, are there any other classes coming down the, pipeline at some point, or right now is this?
We just opened up a brand new program year, July 1st.
Okay.
So our first class is going to run the end of August. And we'll have a class that meets at the end of October. And then we'll have a class probably the end or beginning of February, end of January, beginning of February, sometimes depends on the weather. And then the fourth class will take place in March. We've always run 4 classes a year because of the length of the training. And the advantage to our program being an approved state program is we are also called an in-facility test site. So the folks who are taking state certification, that's done here in-house. If not, they would be traveling pretty far away to do this.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that's another advantage to our program.
Get it all done right here.
We start at the end of August. I've already started recruiting. I already have a list of folks who are interested, and so they're beginning that admissions process, which takes about 2 to 3 weeks to
Okay.
do.
How many students per session can you normally take?
We can seat 10.
10. Okay. And they would contact you?
Yes. They would contact my office. They can contact me. My direct line at Community Action is 724-430-3027. If I'm not there, please leave your name and phone number, and I will get back to you so we can talk about questions you may have about our program, get you scheduled for an initial visit so we can talk about the admissions process, and I can get them started.
Okay. And we will make sure we get those numbers up on the screen for you too, so you can get them written down for anyone who may be interested.
Oh, that smells good.
All right, so I'm gonna let you stir this a little bit while I go get us some plates.
All righty. Thank you.
I'm leaving you on camera all by yourself with nothing to talk about.
No, I probably could think of some other things to talk about. You never know. The admissions process is a little bit complicated. I'm always there to help them with that. To earn a credential in Pennsylvania, you have to be a Pennsylvania resident. We are so close to borders sometimes that can be an issue. You have to be a resident of Pennsylvania to sit for state certification. We focus on residents from Fayette County because we can help with that tuition assistance if you are a resident of Fayette County. It is post-secondary level training, and all that means is we have to see evidence of a high school diploma, an equivalency diploma, or a transcript. So it is it's post-secondary level training, respected and appreciated by employers. The Workforce Investment Board refers to the CNA status as a high priority occupation.
Oh, really?
And so those credentials are very valuable, yeah.
That's great. I think we're ready to serve this.
There you go.
Almost went everywhere. I think that's all crab meat.
It smells wonderful.
I like to add a little bit of freshly shaved Parmesan to the top of it. Not a necessity.
It's pretty.
It's not the best plating job in the world, Sue, but
That's
there you
for
go.
me.
We'll head on out to the dining room and join you back here in a moment, and we'll see if it tastes any good. So. Welcome back to Food for Thought. I'm Bud. I'm here with Sue Wagner. Today we made a tortellini Alfredo. We added some lump crab meat, which I hope turned out well. We'll try it here in a second. Sue, I want to thank you for joining me. It was great learning about your program. We are going to get the number and her email up on the screen so that if you guys are interested in the CNA program, you can contact her. It's a great opportunity, and then you have the financial coaching to go along with it, and I think it can impact a lot of people's lives. So excited to have you here. We are going to go ahead and try this. You can give me your brutal, honest opinion.
Going in for the crab.
What do you think?
I think it's very good.
Good.
It's very good.
Happy to hear it. They'd lie on camera to you anyway. Thank you again for joining us. We're having a lot of fun doing this cooking show. I hope you guys are trying some of these recipes at home. We'll get the recipe up there for you as well. And we'll see you next month with a new recipe.